yeah. Ah, yeah. Uh, mm. Okay. Ben me. Ooh. Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't stop loving me. Don't stop loving me.
Hi, I'm Bradley, unrecognisable guitarist from the Butlers. We're a band from Christchurch, New Zealand. Anyway, I'm here at Godrevy in Cornwall, the UK's premier small to medium-sized beach break, to seek some high-quality surfing and to learn about what surf culture here really means. To show me around, I've enlisted the help of semi-average longboarder and part-time smooth mover, Josh Daniel.
You know the funny thing, logging wasn't even cool 10 years ago. Riding a single fin longboard rendered you an outcast and left you grappling on the edges of the West Penwith surf scene. But that's okay, we didn't mind. A small group of us loved it anyway. We sought out waist-high offshore perfection to hang 5, 10, and even heels when we got good at it. Inspired by the greats, Michael Lay, Sam Bleakley, and of course the fabled James Parry, we had a jolly good time, and my God, we loved it. And we loved each other for that matter. It's all changed these days. It seems to have got windier, the waves have got smaller, and for some reason logging got cool. But that's okay. The vibrant beating heart of that original scene is very much still, well, just that, beating. So, let's go see what it's all about.
Let's do it. That's right. I'm Bradley from the Butlers. Don't stop loving me. Hi. And here we have Willem. Hi. Amazing. So longboarding in Cornwall. Tell me more about this.
Yeah, I feel like probably kind of in the last sort of 10 years or so it really kicked off. It's down our way, so we live over by Sennin and sort of surf down there.
Nice.
And yeah, Sam Bleakley probably kind of was the sort of, I reckon, the first person to really get infused on longboarding, and then yeah, after him like James and Mike, and then when I was growing up learning to surf, saw Maisie surfing, and yeah, kind of got into it from there.
Should I come in here maybe?
Yeah.
Is this weird?
No, it's not enough. I mean, it is weird, but like.
Excuse me, Maisie. So Willem, tell me about your equipment.
Well, yeah, I guess like I got kind of into riding like traditional sort of single fin longboards with like heavy glass. These two are Boss surfboards.
They look very, very nice. Looks quite heavily glassed too.
Yeah.
Very traditional.
Yeah.
So other than Maisie, is there any other reason that you got into longboarding, or are you just doing it because it's quite fashionable?
I hope not. Like, I'd like to think that I'd still be riding like a traditional longboard long after it is fashionable.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I just kind of like that sort of glide and that feel of being quite like locked into a wave, and yeah, just that whole approach of trying to like work with a wave rather than sort of completely just attacking it. Just kind of I think suited what
The flow and the glide, and I mean, I guess that's the main sense that we all got into it, right? Is just is that traditional style, and to slow it down a wee bit and to do things with a bit more grace and form.
Yeah, also I'm just rubbish at short.
Aren't we all? Is it true that traditional longboarding shapes were based off the silhouette of the wing of the Supermarine Spitfire, but they just took the nose and the tail off the plane and they chucked a fin on it?
I'd like to think that's true. Yeah.
Is that why longboard shapes in England are so good? Because they had that as like an inspirational model. I mean, that's in the
Paved the
air.
way.
That's aerodynamics, isn't it?
Yeah.
Planes. Where this is hydrodynamics. But I wonder if they're similar.
Yeah.
And so what's the community like here in West Cornwall?
I think it's really nice. I think we've got a really nice surf community. I'm not sure about a bit further up, but down sort of West Cornwall way, I think everyone's pretty inclusive and it's a nice, friendly environment. I think quite accepting. So yeah, it's a nice place to surf. We've got a nice hub of longboarding on the site because of Sam and sort of everyone growing up down there. But I think the younger generation coming up are really, their surfing is so it's the next level, sort of really good.
Yeah.
So it's really exciting to see like Sylvie and Lola and surfing really well.
Right.
Yeah, I think they're going to sort of pave the way.
And so what about this James Parry bloke? How am I going to find him? Do you know where I can look?
I've not seen James in not seen James since Smooth Movers 2022.
2022. I wasn't here then.
No.
I should have been. And you got any ideas where I can start looking?
Good mates with Mikey.
Mike Lay?
Yeah, if you find Mike Lay, he'll lead you to power.
I'll find Mike Lay.
Yes.
Get me Mike Lay. If I said don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to me?
Don't worry, I won't.
It's a lovely thing to say, and thank you.
Yeah. There we go. Who's in pain?
Hi, I'm Bradley from the Butlers, and I'm here at the Rip Curl Boardmasters 2023. Hang on, wait, are we?
Hello, mate. Can we do a quick interview with you? Sure. Thanks, man. So what brings you here? What brings you to Cornwall to show your surfing prowess?
Yeah, the surf contest. I won last year, so I want to...
You won last year. We've got a champion on our hands. Yeah? What do you think about traditional longboarding?
I like longboarding when the wave is like that. I like longboarding.
Yeah, yeah, much better for a longboard than today.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect for longboard.
I haven't even seen the waves today. I've actually never been here before in my life.
Oh.
Is Cornwall everything you dreamt it would be?
I don't know.
Do you want a beer? If I said don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to me?
I'm gonna stop.
Have you heard of Ben Skinner? Nah, me neither. Watch the cord, mate. Do you know anything about traditional surfing here in the surfing scene at all?
A little bit. No, not much.
What about Supermarine Spitfires? Do you know anything about them?
No.
What about Jam First? Do you put Jam First on your scones?
I put cream first. Controversial.
Oh, very controversial. If I said don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to me?
Is that a song?
Hi, I'm Bradley from the Butlers. Can I ask you a couple of questions? Have you been out there surfing today?
No.
Someone told me you were one of the competitors.
Too old.
Have you ever heard about traditional surfing?
No.
Hi, I'm Bradley from the Butlers, and I'm down here at the beach just looking for traditional surfing and traditional surf style. Have you seen James Parry? Is this traditional surfing style? James Parry. Have you heard of Smooth Movers?
Oh, no.
No. Have you ever read Longboard magazine?
No.
Is this your wetsuit?
Yeah, got
Nice.
it wrong way around.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think I like it, prefer it that way.
Yeah.
Do you know what hanging 10 is?
No.
Do you know where James Parry is?
No.
If I said don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to me? James Parry? James? Watch what you say, the camera's recording.
Quite blessed here. We've got the godfather of British longboarding, Minnow Green, here, all the way from St Agnes. Lovely to see you,
And
Min.
you too.
Old friend of my dad's. And we've got Joe Harris, last year's winner of the Battered Fish Division.
How long have you been surfing down in Cornwall for?
I started surfing in 1966. One of the old boys.
This is what we're talking about. This is why we do it. This is what I came for.
Yeah, I learned on a longboard. I was 10 years old and everybody else was like 16, 17 years old. And the boards were like 30 pound in weight. And that's why I'm only 5'8", not 6 foot tall.
Because it's stunted the growth.
Yeah, stunning me growth. I got a hell of a neck.
You'll have the weight off your shoulders these days with the modern materials, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm riding a Ben Skinner Peacemaker is my go-to board.
I thought I saw Ben Skinner actually up there, just riding around on a Segway, just warming up for a heat. It was the place to surf back then.
Basically here, Bristol Beach, St Anne's Bay in Jersey. The Welsh will love me for this, probably Rest Bay in Porthcawl, I don't know. I got to give a shout out for my friend in Wales, Pete Jones, legendary surfer, still now, and he's over 70.
Never met a Pete I didn't like. Do you have jam first before you go surfing?
No, we save the sausage rolls, pastas and scones for after the surf.
Oh yeah, good stuff. So if I said don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to me?
Ooh, I don't know. I'll have to think about that one.
Joe, do you want to say a few words?
I don't know.
Coming back to win this year, are you?
Well, trying to. I'm gonna have to use the board I used last year, Channel 9's twin pin.
The Paddy Daniel special.
Yeah, it was a whip, great. And then like the Jim Banks one that I won, I've been using that, but it only goes left.
Nice,
So
man,
it
nice.
depends if
It's
we
a
want-
mono-turner.
if we-
If this handsome Kiwi said, don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to him?
I'd say don't stop loving me.
Fuck yeah. Nice one, man. Nice one. A lot of love in the embrace.
I'm Bradley from the Butlers. I've come all the way from New Zealand. I'm looking for James Parry. Do you know where I might find him?
James Parry.
Do you know James Parry?
No.
All right. The plot thickens. So have you ever heard of Smooth Movers?
Nope.
If I was to say don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to me?
I won't.
That's what it's all about, eh? So we're here with Ben Skinner. I've actually been looking for you too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So what brings you to Boardmasters today?
Oh, well, I've been coming to this event for like, I don't know, 15 years, been doing it.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, it's a great event, one of the biggest for the UK. And my daughter's actually in the Pro Junior.
Legend.
And I'll be in a longboard on the weekend.
Where's your favourite place to surf down here in Cornwall?
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Who were some of the crew that you were growing up surfing with in that time and getting inspired by, and people before you as well that maybe you were like, oh, these are local legends, I want to get into that because of them?
Well, there's obvious legends like Russell Winter, Mark Harris, and Alan Stokes, people that from the shortboard era that definitely inspired all of us Groms. And then there's the longboard legends like Chris Griffiths, Sam Bleakley.
Hear that name?
Good
James.
friends with Mikey Lay, James Parry.
James Parry. Where is James Parry?
I don't know, you tell me.
What do you know about the Supermarine Spitfire?
It was fast and agile.
Fast and agile. Would you compare yourself to one of them in the water?
Maybe 10 years ago.
I reckon I happen to think they're one of the finest pieces of engineering coming out of England. And I often, this is my first time here, I've never been to the UK, and I often just sit here in the patchwork fields looking out on the horizon, just imagine them roaring through that skyline there.
Oh, they're beautiful
And
sound.
I've been quizzing people on going, do you think modern day logs now just look at that wing shape of the Spitfire and they just took the nose and the tail off and just shoved a fin in it and was just like, you know what?
Pretty much.
It's already under our nose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but
lots of lift from that anyway. That's
a lot of
what
lift.
you want.
I've never thought about that one. So if I was to say, don't stop loving me to you, what would you say to me?
Don't stop loving me to you.
I won't.
Let's head west.
We're going to go west just as the great Supermarine Spitfires did all those years ago, onto greener pastures. We'll see you there. Is James Parry working today? No James in. That's all good. Hello. I'm Bradley from the Butlers. I'm here in Godrevy with one of Godrevy's finest rogues, I would say. We've got Justin here, and you ride the half miles, don't you?
The half miles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all the quarter miles as well.
And the quarter miles.
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about what it means to be a surfer here, and growing up in this institution that is West Cornwall?
Well, I think it's quite a special place to have grown up surfing, to be honest. It's quite a tight, close-knit community. Everyone knows each other. Huge tides, loads of wind. It's quite tough being a surfer in this area, I would say. It's not easy. You've got to hunt out those good little sessions, but when you get a good one, it's quite rewarding.
Yeah,
it's
so
all come from that.
And you started at 10 with your friends. Why are you still working on your pop-up? Okay, other than Godrevy and the infamous Porthmere, is there anywhere else around here that is kind of special to you?
Yeah, definitely. Well, all down the bay, there's various little spots that we surf a lot. there's tons of good places all around Cornwall, really. Little nooks and crannies here and there. I think everywhere on its day can produce some magic. So right place, right time.
Right place, right time.
I reckon.
Yeah, keep an eye.
Yeah.
Scour the coastline.
That's it.
Yeah, there's a lot of ho-hum, there's a lot of muttering under the breath
Keep
here,
it
isn't
secret.
there?
Yeah.
No one really tells you anything.
No.
So tell us about some of your favourite craft or what you're surfing at the moment.
I really like the 20s. Probably, don't know, I bounce between quite a few different ones all the time, really, but I'd say the two top picks are the Vouch Vish and the Jim Banks Magic Carpet, I reckon, for me. For me, I just find they work really well for our waves and suit our conditions a lot more than a lot of other boards I've ever surfed.
Yeah, right. And I was out there surfing with you the other day and I was quite impressed. It was lovely. I've been trying to get good waves like that, but all I've been getting done to me is stung by weaver fish. Maybe one day I'll be able to get one of those two-person Spitfires and you and I could go for a wee fly.
I would love that.
Actually, maybe just a single-person one.
Sounds
you could be
great.
on my lap.
Yeah, sounds great.
You take the joystick and I'll work the pedals.
Perfect.
And so on that note, if I said "Don't stop loving me" to you, what would you say to me?
I think I'd pause for a second, look you in the eye and scream at the top of my lungs, "Don't stop loving me."
And I would reciprocate by saying I won't stop loving you, Justin.
Oh, great. Well, that's good. I'm glad we're
and I truly feel that way in my brief time here.
Yeah.
It's been lovely getting to know you in the last 10 minutes.
Mate, you too. Cheers.
Thank you. Do you know about this James Perry bloke? James Parry.
Legend. Absolute legend.
You know about James Parry?
I know about James Parry.
Oh, wow.
Good guy.
I'm looking for this guy. I've seen this guy. He's elusive, but I'm going to find him.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
Oh, that's our fish and chips. Hi, I'm Bradley from the Butlers in the South Island of New Zealand. We're here in Godrevi Beach with one of Shore Surf's finest and one of the masters of twin fin surfing in St Ives Bay. We've got Mr. Lawrence here with us. All right, so Lawrence, you've been a bit of a prolific figure in the surfing community here for a while now, and what can you tell me about the rise of traditional surfing, of twin fin surfing and longboard surfing, in the bay and in the West Cornwall area?
I suppose, like about 10 years ago, everybody was on thrusters. They wanted to be Kelly Slater.
That's right, they were.
And so, people have. I don't know. I think people are becoming more and more historical in their feelings about surfing and where surfing is coming from. So they are, they're not after that sort of like bish bash buzz down the line, which a thruster provides, but they're sort of looking to. Well, they're just getting into swim fins, aren't they?
Do you ever sometimes just sit here after work, Lawrence, and when you're done on a day and you're driving out across that beautiful coastline just past the lighthouse there, do you ever just look and just think Spitfires could be roaring across there, that Merlin engine just growling across the horizon line?
Quite an incredible engine, yeah.
What do you think about traditional surfboard design coming from the wing shape of a Spitfire?
That did it?
If I said "Don't stop loving me," Lawrence, what would you say back to me?
So that's fantastic.
That's great. You wouldn't stop loving me, would you, Lawrence? If I was getting towed away in the back of a vehicle screaming "Don't stop loving me" out the window.
Yeah, but nobody would do that to you, because you're just such a lovable person.
Oh, thank you, Lawrence. It's very kind of you to say.
That's why we won't stop loving you.
Right, I need where's my panache? Layer to panache. Layer to panache. dear. Here I am, Bradley from the Butlers, all the way west, deep in the Cornish territory. Home of great hospitality, and I've just experienced some of it out there surfing. Sun's out, wind's offshore, the Cornish summer's finally arrived. Everybody's loving it, including myself. It's been grey for like 3 weeks. Why do I wear my boots to the beach? That is the question. Cool surfboard. Pineapple skulls. Style is just endless down here. Where do I go? Where would you like me? And should I? No, hang on. And I'm here with some Grenville locals.
Sam Bleakley.
Lola Bleakley. Izzy Henshaw.
Nice. Lovely to meet you. Why Cornwall? Why is Cornwall so special?
Oh, it's great here. It's a brilliant sense of community. If you've grown up here and you know all the crew, it's a really special energy to be able to share good sessions. Summer days when the waves are fun, or autumn days, it's really special. And to see, my daughter and my niece grow up and get passionate about longboarding, that next generation, they've brought a whole new buzz to the place, and I'm really stoked about that.
Surfing tradition in the family must be like quite inspiring to do. So like who inspired you guys growing up and surfing out here? Was it just in the family, or was there other local surfers too that got you into it? And what was the vibe kind of like as you were getting into surfing?
Definitely like obviously family, like dad and stuff, but also people like Mike, Lay, and like a lot of other longboarders kind of around. And yeah.
Yeah, Mike's a bit of an inspiration out there too,
Yeah,
isn't he? I've seen him surfing in New Zealand. It was quite a treat. Yeah, and what about for you?
Same really. Sam was a massive influence. So was Mike Lay and James Parry.
I'll come in between you two here, because now I want to feel part of the family, because this is nice. And so tell us about some of the equipment that you're surfing.
I am surfing a longboard, double scoop from Skin Dog Surfboards. And yeah.
Single fin?
Yeah, single fin.
How long?
It is a 9.4. Well, actually, I have just been surfing a 9.6. I've got a 9.6 and a 9.4 between them.
Have you always been into that traditional style of surfing since you got in? I mean, you probably learned on foamies or Dad's longboards or someone else's.
I've learned like from like proper longboards forever. So yeah. Mostly it's always a traditional style.
Cool. And
yeah.
that's the one that stole your heart.
Yeah.
The traditional style of surfing.
Yeah.
Well, you're very, very good at it. I was watching from the beach and I said, who are the girls out there surfing? Because they're like killing it. And same with you. What's your equipment, Izzy?
9.6 Thomas Bilpin.
Nice.
Just pintail look.
Great. And you've also always been into that traditional style of surfing?
Yeah, I'd say so. My dad was making my boards for a bit as well. So
Yeah.
running smaller boards, and then just started longboarding like 4 or 5 years ago.
Cool. What do we think about it? Did we get into it for the hipness?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got into it because it was really uncool. In the 90s, when I was a shortboarder and longboarding was coming back in, there were so few kids longboarding. It was so rare and kooky that it had an allure because it was different.
Yeah.
And then obviously the momentum kind of grew. It's a beautiful art form for our waves. We have a lot of beach breaks, and we're able to surf all year if we get into longboarding, and the flow and the connection and the way you link the energy patches.
So James Parry, he's kind of the one I'm looking for. Where is James Parry?
I haven't seen him in ages. Last time I saw him was he had a double-page spread in Lawnmower Monthly. And I subscribe to that. That's the last time I saw him. But
what about Longboarder Magazine?
Physically, I haven't seen him in Longboarder Magazine for
about
a decade.
He wouldn't be able to make it into that.
He's been specialising in like lawnmower kind of zen, so I haven't. But he hasn't been shooting with like surf specialists for a while. But the mystique of Pazza lives strong in every session that we surf.
Yeah.
Every nose ride we have, every soul arch, Pazza's energy permeates every set wave.
You could say his energy lingers like the power of a Spitfire along this patchwork fields of Cornwall.
Yeah, for sure. Do you feel that, Lola?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can feel it out there, the vibrations of Parry in the water and all the good that he's done for the surfing community. All right, I'm Bradley from the Butlers, and you've heard it all here in Grenville.